Hi, this is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Welcome to the South Carolina College Baseball video recap for Sunday, April the 6th. I'm sorry I'm so late doing this recap tonight, but I kept waiting to get the final score for the Benedict-Clark Atlanta game, and it never has come in as of shortly after 11 o'clock, so I'm just going to go ahead and go with what I've got. Clark Atlanta and Benedict were playing down in Atlanta, and Clark Atlanta had a 6-5 lead as they're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. The video cut off. It looked like somebody was coming out to say that there was a lightning delay, and the video never did pick back up. I've seen no scores, no any kind of update, so I don't know whether the game was suspended until Monday, whether it was halted at that time, or if they completed it later on Sunday afternoon. Whenever I get a score, I will post it, but for right now, that's why I was so late getting things done. Let's look to the games that were played. Out in Berkeley, California, Luke Gaffney gave Clemson the lead with a sacrifice fly in the 7th inning, and the Tigers held on to beat Cal 4-3 to complete an ACC series sweep. Clemson improved to 30-5 overall, 9-3 in the ACC. They're now just percentage points ahead of Georgia Tech in the standings. They moved past Florida State today. Cal fell to 16-15 and 6-9. Tristan Becerra had a 2-run homer for the Tigers, and Lucas Malstat pitched the 9th inning for a save. Down in Starkville, South Carolina got a hit on the first pitch of the game and on the last pitch of the game, and in between they were shut out and no hit by Mississippi State, 6-0. The Gamecocks were pretty inept at the plate today. The only really positive aspect was Matthew Becker pitched well in relief. He gave up 1 run in 4 2/3 innings and struck out 7 for the Gamecocks. So if he can continue to pitch like that later on in the season, that might give some hope for the Gamecocks. You say the Gamecocks got a hit on the final pitch of the game and lost. How did that happen? Well, Blake Jackson got a hit into the outfield, tried to stretch it into a double. He did indeed slide in safely into second. Then he overslid and was tagged out for the final out of the game. Gamecocks fell to 19-14 overall, 2-10 in the SEC. Mississippi State fell to 19-13, or improved to 19-13 and 3-9. Former USC Upstate player Noah Campbell had a home run for the Bulldogs, and former Furman pitcher, that's right, former Furman pitcher Stone Simmons pitched the final few innings for the Bulldogs in that game. Elsewhere, High Point rallied to tie the game in the 8th inning, actually went ahead by 2 runs. USC Upstate tied the score in the top of the 9th, and then Jackson Melton hit a 1-out home run to give High Point a walk-off 9-8 win to salvage the final game of that Big South Conference series. The Panthers are now 21-11 overall, 7-2 in the Big South. Upstate fell to 16-16 and 5-4. Johnny Sweeney had 3 hits, including a home run for the Spartans in that game. Over in Rock Hill, UNC Asheville pitchers limited Winthrop to 5 hits and won the finale of that series 4-3. Winthrop did win that Big South Conference series 2-1. With that result today, UNC Asheville improved to 11-20 overall, 4-5 in the Big South. Winthrop fell to 18-16, and 5-4. Western Michigan scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning to break the game open, and Thomas Rollauer's 4th inning triple was the only hit for the Citadel as the Bulldogs lost up in Michigan 6-0 to complete that non-conference series. The Citadel fell to 18-15. Western Michigan improved to 8-21. Longwood broke a 7-game losing streak and a 5-game losing streak in the Big South with a 8-4 win over Presbyterian. The Lancers improved to 9-23 overall, 4-5 in the conference. PC fell to 16-17 and 8-4. Jake Randolph had a couple of hits and an RBI for the Blue Hose. Up in New Jersey, College of Charleston fell to Monmouth 5-4 to drop the final game of that series. The Cougars had won the first 2. Avery Neves had a leadoff double for the Cougars in the ninth inning, but he was promptly doubled off on a line drive to end that threat. The Cougars fell to 18-12 overall, 5-4 in the Coastal Athletic Association. Monmouth improved to 17-15 and 4-5. Actually, I think I may have Monmouth's record wrong. They may be 15-17. Elsewhere, Jack Hilbert allowed 2 hits and struck out 8 over 7 innings, and Arkansas State beat Coastal Carolina 2-0 to win the final game of that Sun Belt Conference Series. Arkansas State improved to 14-17 overall, 5-7 in the Sun Belt. Coastal fell to 23-9 and 8-4. In that game, Matthew Podock, pitched 3 shutout innings for the Chanticleers. He had 4 strikeouts. Elsewhere, Flagler beat Claflin 8-2 to complete a sweep in that Peach Belt Conference Series. DJ Munganask had 2 hits for the Panthers, including a double. The Panthers have now lost 21 straight games. Elsewhere, in Junior College Region 10, Tristan Strickland had a grand slam, and Patrick Evans had 3 hits and drove in 2 runs as Florence Darlington Tech completed a sweep of USC Lancaster 8-7. The Stingers are now 33-8 overall, 18-3 in the Region 10. Lancaster fell to 17-21 and 10-11. USC Union had a big 8th inning and wound up beating USC Salkehatchie 19-10 to win that series 2-1 in 8 innings. The Bantams improved to 26-13 overall, 10-11 in the region. Salkehatchie fell to 2-37 and 2-19. Up in Gastonia, Gaston College scored 5 runs over the first 2 innings and went on to beat USC Sumter 6-1 to win the rubber game of that series. Chris Sedlowski had a single and a home run for the Fire Ants. Gaston College improved to 30-11-1 overall, 13-8 in Region 10. Sumter fell to 22-18 and 10-11. And also in Peach Belt Conference play, Georgia College beat USC Aiken 17-6 in 7 innings to complete a sweep of that series. Georgia College is now 24-15 overall, 16-2 in the Peach Belt. They moved into sole possession of first place because North Georgia lost a game. Aiken fell to 16-22 and 6-12. As I mentioned before, the Benedict Clark Atlanta game I'm still trying to find. If I get it, I will let you know. In the ACC today, Georgia Tech beat Stanford 18-2 in 7 innings. Louisville beat Boston College 12-1. Miami beat Pitt 14-4 in 7 innings to win that series. NC State got a 3-run walk-off homer to beat Virginia 9-8. Virginia Tech beat Notre Dame 11-5. And Wake Forest hammered Florida State for the second straight day 17-2 in 8 innings. The ACC standings, Clemson is now 93 in the standings, first place, followed by Georgia Tech at 11-4, Florida State at 8-4, Louisville is also at 8-4. Virginia Tech is 9-6, as is Wake Forest. NC State is 7-5. Both Duke and North Carolina are 8-7. Virginia is 7-8. Cal fell to 6-9. Stanford is 5-10. Boston College is also 5-10. Miami and Pitt are both 4-8, and Notre Dame is 3-12. How about in the ACC and the SEC? Arkansas swept a doubleheader by run rule over Missouri, winning the first game 14-4, the second game 16-2. The Razorbacks, by the way, are 30-3. That's the best start in school history, and they've had some good starts before. Texas got a home run in the bottom of the 10th inning to complete a sweep of Georgia 4-3, and Vanderbilt wrapped up a sweep of Florida 11-3. The SEC standings after Sunday's games. Arkansas and Texas are tied for first at 11-1. LSU is at 10-2. Tennessee is at 9-3. Georgia and Ole Miss are at 8-4. Auburn and Vanderbilt are tied at 7-5. Alabama is at 6-6. Kentucky and Oklahoma are 5-7. Texas A&M and Mississippi State are 3-9. South Carolina is at 2-10, 14th place. Florida is 1-11, and Missouri is at 0-12. Now, in the only game on the schedule tomorrow, Spartanburg Methodist is at home against Bryan for a game at 1 o'clock. Thanks for listening. I will get the Team of the Week and other honors out as soon as I find out what Benedict did on Sunday. And Just check PalmettoStateBaseball.com. I'll also give an update on Twitter. And for now, this is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com saying thanks for checking out the video baseball recap for state teams for Sunday, April the 6th. Good night. God bless.